Sometimes filament gets stuck in your extruder because of dirt on your filament or the wear of your PDFE tube. This jams can mostly not be solved by inserting a needle in your nozzle because it sits way up in your heatsink. Hi guys and welcome to our tutorial about dismantling your PDFE tube. Before starting to dismantle your nozzle, it should be preheated. Use a 7mm wrench to unscrew the nozzle. Be careful, the nozzle is hot and should not be touched after unscrewing. I already removed it, but it should be obvious how to do it. After that, you can remove your fan nozzle. It is secured with a M3 screw. This makes it possible to unscrew the front fan, which cools your prints. You can store your fan between the drive belt, so you have more space to work. Then you have to dismantle the left fan, which cools your heatsink. It is secured with 4 screws. However, you just need to unscrew the front 2 screws. In my case, I completely removed it. Now you can access the front cover, which secures your heatsink and your hot end in place. Push the motor cable carefully to the side so you can access both screws more easily. Be careful because the screws have different lengths, so keep in mind which screws belongs in the right hole. Remove the cover makes it a bit harder than expected. Now you can see your heatsink. Normally, you could now remove the whole extruder carefully. However, in this case, I want to remove the thermistor cable because they need to be changed too. Treat the cable carefully, they are really sensible. If you want to remove the cable, you have to reheat the hot end to unscrew the screws. After unscrewing, use another screwdriver or a pinch punch to push the cylinder out of the block. Remove your heatsink as shown in the video. It is a bit tricky, but don't use excessive force. You could bend your tube or damage another part. The assembly is screwed together with the heat brake, so just unscrew the heatsink from the rest so you can access the PDFE tube in it. Push the pneumatic lock down and pull out the tube firmly. Cut another tube with the same length as the old one. Don't squeeze the tube with your box cutter. Use little force in cutting, otherwise it could be squished. Use a drill to create a bevel at the top of the tube, so the filament can be inserted more easily. Stick the tube in the heat brake, put the heatsink over it and push it through firmly. It should be tightly fitted in the heat brake, otherwise your filament will ooze and ruin your prints. Screw the heatsink in the heat brake until 2 or 3 threads are left. This is very important, otherwise it will ooze as well. After pushing it through, push the pneumatic lock up so it secures the tube. Now fully screw the heatsink in. This will put pressure on the tube so it is leak-proof to molten filament. The part of the heatsink without thread should now be leveled to the lower edge of the heatsink. Now reduce step 6 to 1. After every little change on your extruder, we strongly advise to rerun your first layer and the calibration of the Z-axis in case anything changed.